Really? From Australia? Funny. If only that were true. Hi.
Hi, what's up?
I'm here. How are you?
I'm hot. Are you hearing me? Cause my phone is.
Yes, I am. Is everyone hearing her okay? Everyone hearing? All right. So if you're not hearing, just let us know. I guess everyone is hearing though, because no one said not hearing. So, all right. So
Yeah.
see, I literally just came inside. I almost missed it. So we're going to get right into it because I know the time constraints. So let's start off. So everyone, this is Kadeem Brown. She's a digital marketer. A very interesting story. So I'm going to allow her to share it with you guys to just tell us a little about her and her journey. So let's listen up and see what we could learn from her.
Okay. I've been doing digital marketing since 2014. When I was at UTech and I was trying to figure out what I wanted to do, that was kind of new at the time, and I was really into social media. So that's something that I did. I decided to go into. So I started out with an agency. I had in my Twitter bio that I wanted to be a social media coordinator, and that's how I got recruited. Actually, I worked with an agency for 2 years, and then that fell through. Then I went to digital as a customer care agent just to get my foot in the door, pretty much. And then that ultimately led me to the marketing department, where I was their digital marketing executive for, I got to read, 3.5 years. I just left. I'm working with another brand. I just won't say it.
Okay, that's fine. No problem. All right. So I think what most people want to understand now, especially with quarantine and COVID, is what exactly is digital marketing. So if you could explain it to them, to everyone, just a little bit.
I mean, pretty much digital marketing is any form of marketing done electronically. So that is email, by phone, anything transmitted over um, the internet and by mobile altogether. That would include, your search engine optimization, which is more so for your websites,
Right.
getting your phone, content marketing and strategy, social media marketing, influencer marketing. It entails like digital marketing is actually a lot of things broken down, not just the social media aspect, but a lot of other things.
Ah, fair enough. So I know earlier you said that because I wanted to ask you if it's what you always wanted to do, but is it based on what you said earlier?
When I went to UTech, I mean, it wasn't a thing. So when I started UTech, it wasn't a thing. It came about maybe about 2013, 14 thereabouts, and because I was into social media, I said, that is where I would venture off to. I knew I was not somebody that wanted to push people all the time. I sit there on a desk. Creativity. Yeah. I'm not saying I'm not like the most creative person, but I don't like the same thing all the time. So I guess you can say since 2014, that's what I wanted to do, and I haven't really strayed away from it at all.
That's good though. I think I'm similar in that sense where I wouldn't want to be like in one position in a sense. So always like moving. All right. So would you say though that it can be like stressful? Is it a stressful job or can it be?
It is. I mean, a lot of people just say, well, I mean, I do social media, or I'm on social media, so I can do it. But there's a lot that goes into it, and there's a lot to understand. You have to, in a way, there are lots of people that don't evaluate their stats. So it's not just posting; it's coming up with the content, it's making sure it works, it's making sure you're appealing to your, whoever your customer base or your niche is. It is stressful. If you were in a company like me, like digital, it's a lot stressful because there's a lot of events.
Right.
I could count basically how many weekends I was had a full weekend to myself.
Oh yeah.
I could count them out of a whole year. So it was a lot physically and mentally altogether. And I was working with not just marketing, but I was working with other departments Or even when I was with the agency, I had multiple clients as well.
Fair enough. All right, so just one quick question here that somebody was asking if you had any strategy tips.
I mean, I think you should just ultimately understand, you know, what you're working towards and how it works and what works best for the brand that you're working for to come up with the best strategy altogether. Not everything works for the same brand. So video may work for me and not work for you based on maybe the type of video. Video is the way to go still, but it's totally dependent on what you ultimately want to achieve and the message you want to convey at the end of the day.
Right. All right, so I know this question might be pretty simple, but for like the person out there that's not 100% like sure of what digital marketing is, they probably don't have any idea of some of the tools that might be good. I don't know, like I know you have some apps and things like that you can use to sort of schedule posting and things like that to save you time. I don't know if those things are relevant in a sense.
Even if you have the tools, you still have to kind of come up with the stuff all together.
The content.
I mean, it helps you to schedule, but you still have to come up with it at the end of the day. For scheduling, there's Hootsuite, there's Sprout Social, there's Buffer. Those are maybe the top three. For reporting or getting your statistics, you can get that very much easily off whatever platform. So Facebook Insights, Instagram Insights. If you want quick, if you're not like subverse on Photoshop or you do have the time to do templates, there's Adobe Spark, there is Canva, but do abuse them please, because we know what the templates look like after a while. So I mean there are a lot of tools that you can use altogether. For editing, a lot of stuff was I had to do from my phone if I was doing events. So there's PicArts where I used to put the logos on the photo to brand them. There is InShot for video where you could edit videos on them, you know. So a lot of stuff were phone based. They're either phone based. It's not going to give you what Premiere Pro Cut program give you, but it can give you the basic, and it's pretty simple.
Right. All right, fair enough. For somebody listening in who is actually interested in digital marketing, what would you say are some of the possibilities out there for them? And is it something that you think they could take up as a freelancer, pretty much?
I mean, there are a lot of people that freelance social digital marketing. As to how much they know, I'm not completely sure.
Right.
But it's something you can do freelancing. It's probably a lot harder than somebody. I think what the issue people might have is how to price, and that comes with what are you going to be offering your clients at the end of the day. Are you going to be outsourcing a lot of the stuff to work for that client, because that's going to burn up your pockets, and that's going to burn up their pockets, and they're at the end of the day they want value. So I'm not going to pay you to pay somebody else to do something for me, depending on what it may be. If it's maybe like a photography or so, they are fine. I get you have to outsource that, but not graphics where, you know, I may need something. So it is something you can do as a freelancer, but you have to be very organized. You have to know what you want to do and what you can handle at the end of the day, because you can't, not because you want to have a client, you're going to shortchange them at the end of the day, because
so that's very important.
Yeah.
That's true. So do you think that like as a freelancer it would be a little bit would it be easier thing to find clients, or it would be more challenging, or it's better to do?
It depends on the person, and it depends on who they're going after. There's some people that are more comfortable with having somebody in-house than having to outsource somebody altogether. It's really hard because I've never really done it. I've tried to do freelancing, but my main priority is always the brand that I work for. So I don't really do a lot of freelance, just because I'm not going to shortchange whoever I'm working for, as well as my bread and butter not going so far. So
true. That makes sense.
So it really is dependent. I mean, everybody know, as you can see in COVID, had to switch to digital, and they had to connect. So whoever didn't have an Instagram page or a Twitter page decided to make one, because that's the only way they had to connect. even if it wasn't, even if they had it before and it wasn't a priority to them, it had to become a priority at this time, because you couldn't have done anything else. You were not leaving where, so they had to connect. So it is necessary for whatever you're doing. It's just
that is. And even like looking forward, especially coming out of COVID, I think that everything is now, the focus is now digital, because I don't think things will ever go back to how it was before. But I don't know. That's just like my opinion. All right. So
I mean, you have to. It has to remain that. I mean, with or without COVID, that's the direction that everybody really should have been.
I think it just gave it the push that it needed in the right direction. Yeah, for sure. All right, so if there's anyone here on the call pretty much who is interested or want to look into digital marketing, or maybe you're a blogger or somebody who uses a lot of social media, is there anything that you could say to them, just pretty much to either motivate or just to give them any ideas as to how they can move forward?
Utilize all the free courses that exist online. I mean, everybody's doing Google Digital Marketing Garage right now.
Yeah, I'm actually doing that now too.
And there's there are other ones. There's Twitter Flight Academy. There's a lot of them that you can do, but a lot of it is in their work. If you can set up a own brand page for yourself, then try to approach people, that's fine. But don't try to rob. I think to stay in line with trends and know how to utilize trends and make the best of it for your brand, then that definitely works. But definitely upping your skill and trying to get as much field experience as possible. Yes, there's somebody saying that there is iCreate, iCreate, and there's right now a bank is giving away grants for you to do crazy courses. So I would jump on that, right?
Jump on it, right? So I don't know if anyone has a link to the post. You can feel free to like share it in your story and tag me, because I did get something about it with the one for iCreate.
There's for iCreate, there's Internet Income, and there's NCU. So those are the three places that are that the bank is offering grants for.
So I hope everyone heard that. All right, so I'm going to post it also on my story for anyone so we can backtrack to that. All right, so for everyone joining in, I'm not sure if anyone has any quick questions, because we were actually pretty much just covered the basic stuff which we needed to, because as we said, this is the direction where everything is going in terms of digital marketing. As we said, there are courses available. Jump on them. They are free. Make use. Now is the time. If you're at home, even so, now is the time. Use it wisely. Be productive. So any questions? All right. So if anyone missed the live, it's going to be reposted, so you can feel free to check it out. Kadeem, thank you for taking the time out. I truly appreciate it. Actually knew Kadeem from UTech, but when I approached her, I didn't realize it was her, to be honest. It was more, this person has an interesting story, let me talk to her. And then that's when I realized. So you never know, guys. So as I said, any questions or anything like that, feel free to ask after. This will also be reposted. Thanks for joining in. All right, guys. So take care. And again, Kadeem, thanks so much.
Thank you.
All right. Do you want to say anything to them before you go?
Not really.
Be safe, not really. All right, guys. So just keep safe. All right. Stay at home. If you don't have to go on the road, don't. I went on the road today, and I'm not going back on the road until like I need to.
But I have VPN, so I can stay home now.
Yeah, I've been home from the 7th. Today was the first in a long time, and I'm not going back out. All right, guys. Take care. Bye-bye.
All right, bye.